Toronto Blue Jays last October in the American League Championship Series. Both center fielder Lloyd Moseby and left fielder George Bell sat in front of their lockers a long time before they packed up and headed home for the winter. It's a little consolation now, but both Moseby and Bell had the big hits Friday as the Jays whipped the Royals 6-2 in their first meeting since the AL title game last fall. This was a day when Kansas City would celebrate, as American League President Dr. Bobby Brown handed out their World Series rings, and in addition, both the Missouri and Kansas governors threw out the first pitches. When we got to playing baseball, top of the first, Toronto jumped on the scoreboard, leading 1-0. George Bell, well-placed hit inside the first base bag, was into the corner. Willie Upshaw scores. It's 2-zip. Bottom of the second, Royals get it going. Steve Balboni, who is 2 for 4, takes Jim Clancy deep to center. Lloyd Moseby going back, gets caught right on the edge of the fence, hits the wall. Balboni gets a double. He later scored. Moseby shaken up. He's okay. The score 2-1. Third inning, Blue Jays at it again. George Bell. Does he have it? It's going. Just off the top of the wall. Rance Mullinick scores, followed by Willie Upshaw. 4-1 Jays. Top of the fourth, Mark Gubicza walks Mullinick. That was 6 walks and 5 runs given up in just 3 2/3 innings for Gooby. Bottom of the fifth, Jays leading 5-1. Willie Wilson, who hasn't had a hit so far this year up to this point. Zippo back up the middle. His first. Jim Sundberg trots home, and it's 5-2 Jays. Next batter is George Brett, who is 2 for 2 at this point. Runners at first and third. Brett rips this one, but look at the play by Upshaw at first. He turns the easy DP. Royals rally is over. Brett shows you exactly why he's dejected. 6-2. The Royals lose their opener at home. Toronto victorious by a final count of 6-2. Impressively, Jim Clancy, 7 innings, 6 hits, and 2 runs. Remember, last year he started the season on the disabled list with that appendicitis. Moseby was 3 for 4. Bell was 2 for 5 with 2 ribbies.
George, a wild game at Arlington Stadium tonight. The Rangers and the Orioles squared off for a Texas shootout. Rookie slugger Pete Incaviglia belted his first home run in the major leagues. But the Rangers needed some dramatics in the late innings to come by with a 5-4 win. We'll take a look at the highlights. Top of the second, Orioles got runners on second and third. Mike Young rips this Mike Mason pitch to left for a single. Eddie Murray comes around to score. It was 1-0 O's. Now the next batter was Juan Benitez. He lifts the pitch to right. Incaviglia out there to make the catch. He pulls it in. Freddie Lynn gets on his horse, tags and scores 2-0 Birds. Bottom of the sixth, 3-0 Orioles. Oh, to be McDowell. Look at this. Deep, dead center. It's gone. So is the shutout. The Rangers' first homer ever off Storm Davis. Top of the seventh, Cal Ripken singles through the right side. Lee Lacy all the way from first base. He's off and going. Incaviglia kicks it around and right. Go on in, Lee. He scores. 4-1 Orioles. Bottom of the eighth. Rangers aren't done yet. Here's Incaviglia. He takes Tippy Martinez deep to center field. This homer, Incaviglia's second hit of the year, his first major league home run. Orioles lead was 4-3. Ninth inning here. Look, runners on first and second. Don Ossie's pickoff attempt gets thrown away into right field. Here comes Tom Machorik around with the tying run. He knocks it out of Rick Dempsey's hand. Here comes O.B. McDowell. He's going to try to score the winning run. And he does. 5-4 Texas. Home runs, great pitching, botched up plays. And what a ninth inning. As Texas wins it, Wright gets the win, and that when Ossie takes the losses, he throws away the pickoff, and Texas wins tonight 5-4.
Texas manager Bobby Valentine has his team believing in what's happening there, and a couple of other managers hope to have their teams believing as well. 2 teams that will need their young pitchers to come through if they're to contend in the American League Eastern Division this year. Milwaukee and the Yankees went head-to-head with each other, and they showcase some of their fine young talent. In this one, the Yankees get the better of it on Friday night. Bob Tewksbury, the 25-year-old rookie who pitched his way onto the Yankee staff, also pitched his way to his first Major League victory on Friday evening with a 3-2 win over Milwaukee, beating Billy Wegman. Wegman and Plesac pitched well for Milwaukee. Robin Yount was 3 for 4. Easler was 2 for 4 to lead the Yankees to the 3-2 victory. Pagliarulo had his second home run. That proved to be the shot that salted this one away. New York wins it by a final of 3-2. Detroit beat Cleveland on Friday afternoon comfortably by a final of 7-2. How did the runs score? 3 runs scored on wild pitches. Yes, you're right. Phil Niekro started, and 2 other runs scored on errors. Niekro gets the loss. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs. Only one of those runs was earned, though. Walt-Terrell pitched the 6-hitter. Strong performance for Mr. T. Boston and Chicago matched it up as well, with the Red Sox winning at 7-2. Good news for them, as Roger Clemens, coming back after the bad arm last year, gets the win. Sambito, impressive, too, in his performance as he pitched the ninth inning. Fisk hits home run number 1. Donnie Baylor from the Yankees to the Red Sox hits his second home run of the '86 season. Minnesota and Seattle. The Twinkies win this one by a final score of 5-1. Blyleven gets the win. Wilcox takes the loss. Ron Davis, they need him in the bullpen if they're to contend, gets his second save of the year. Gaetti hits his first home run. Tom Bernansky hits his first of the year also. Also on the scoreboard, Bobby Grich hit his second home run of the year. California and Oakland, Romanek and Langford were the starters in this one on Friday evening.
In the National League, the St. Louis Cardinals took a 2-0 record into tonight's game with Montreal. The Cards used back-to-back homers and another homer in the third tonight to remain unbeaten. They topped the Expos' final score 9-1. How do the Cardinals win? They usually do it with great pitching, timely hitting, and good running. Vince Coleman, there's the running. He stole second. He stole third. Tom Nieto's throw gets into the outfield. Coleman comes around. It was 1-0 St. Louis in the first. Bottom of the third, Cards chased Expos pitcher Joe Hesketh. Willie McGee, a drive to right. This one just gets over the fence, a solo shot. It was 4-0 St. Louis. The next batter is Tito Landrum. He gives his Jack Clark, as a matter of fact. He goes to left center for his first home run. This was an out later. This one's over the wall. It's a solo shot. That made it 4-0. Hesketh said, now, I can't do anything worse than this, can I? Yeah, he can. Next batter, Tito Landrum. The home team gets back-to-back homers, 3 in all in the third inning. That made it 5-0. That was their lead, and the Cardinals win it big tonight, 9-1. Power, speed, everything you want. Forsch gets the win. Hesketh takes the loss, 9-1 that final, St. Louis over Montreal.
Pitching duel under the dome in Houston on Friday night. By the time it was all over, it was Houston beating Atlanta Braves by a final score of 2-1 on a big home run in the 7th inning. No score, bottom of the second. Dickie Todd's routine grounder, booted by Rafael Ramirez. The Braves get the fielder's choice, but lose the DP as Glenn Davis scores. It's 1-0 Astros. Best seat in the Astrodome must be down the first base side. Ozzie Virgil's foul pop, snared by a fan. He shows everybody it is not the first, but the second one of the day. Not bad, not bad. David Palmer kept Atlanta in the game here. He nails Billy Hatcher in the 5th for his 6th consecutive strikeout. He had a good performance. You know they need him this year. Bottom of the 7th, Ramirez, this is the way he does it. Maybe he'll boot one, but he'll come back and get it back with the bat. His home run off Jim Deshaies, 1-1. But in the 7th, Davis, he gets every inch of this one. The game-winning ribby, 2-1 Houston. And Mr. Davis, Glenn Davis, can hit it as far as anybody in the National League in this year. Houston wins it by a final score of 2-1. Charlie Kerfield gets the victory. Palmer takes the loss. Smith gets the save in the Astrodome on Friday night.
4 other games on the National League schedule tonight. Let's first of all look at the Mets at Philadelphia. The Mets celebrating their anniversary. They started in 1962 on this date. They lost then. They win tonight over Philadelphia. It was Chicago over Pittsburgh, 5-4. That's the first win for Chicago. Pittsburgh still winless. Cincinnati and San Diego all tied at 2 in the 6th. Dave Parker, a home run in that game. And in the 4th inning, it is San Francisco leading Los Angeles. The score there, 3-0.